signed up for, and he got that was very embarrassing actually. But nevertheless, thank you one and all, and the IIID, HRC, the chairman, the executive members, our guest of honor, Mr. Nitin Saulapurkar, and other dignitaries that are present here from various chapters across India, and the gentlemen from HAFL who are here to honor the interior designers and architects, and all the, I can't see all of you because there's a light blinding me immediately, so nevertheless, all the interior designers and all the architects that are present here, I welcome you all to this wonderful evening. In fact, Nand just called me an articulate politician. But today I'm tongue-tied because I really don't know what to say, because this is interior designing and architecture, a subject that I know nothing about. All I'm going to tell you is that Hyderabad already has a university led by our own Dr. Padmavati, Vice Chancellor. A university, one of its kind in fact, the Jawaharlal Nehru Fine Arts and Architecture University, which offers, unlike any other in the country, not only offers a bachelor degree in design, but also has PG programs in both fine arts, architecture and design as well. So Hyderabad is obviously proud that we already have a wonderful university which breeds more and more upcoming talent and upcoming interior designers and architects. And at the same time, Hyderabad as a city is a very unique city in this entire country, because on the one hand it's a 422-year-old city. On the one hand we have our good, wonderful, beautiful heritage structures, like Charminar, the Salajik Museum, the High Court, Assembly, a lot of other beautiful buildings that sprawl across the whole city and the city of Hyderabad. And on the other hand we have the upcoming, as Nitin was talking about, we have both a combination of the old charm as well as the contemporary structures that sprawl the entire IT domain, IT area, IT corridor in Gachibowli and Kondapur. We have anybody who's new to Hyderabad, if he comes right from the airport all the way to the IT corridor and then goes back, you can't blame him or her if they are under the impression that they've been to a Western country, because that's exactly what Hyderabad looks like in that part of the town. But then there is the other Hyderabad as well, which is equally wonderful and with all the wonderful structures that it has. So therefore my appeal to all of you all, in fact, recently, about a week or 10 days ago, when we were trying to, as IT Minister, I am working on a new initiative called T-Hub, which is the full form of which is a technology hub, an incubator of sorts, to breed innovation and entrepreneurship. And as part of that, we started working on designs. We started looking at various options available. And there was this architect who was in the meeting. She said that she was showing me a variety of options. She was showing me a number of buildings. And she all of a sudden said, "Sir, I would want to be the Zaha Hadid," I think that's her name, Zaha Hadid of India. I asked her, why would you want to be somebody else? Why would you want to emulate and mimic, copy Zaha Hadid? Why can't we have our own Zaha Hadids coming from our country, our own good old city of Hyderabad? In fact, I appeal to all of you. Let us respect the local culture, let us respect the local elements. Let us ensure that the local elements are also ingrained into the finer details of architecture. I don't know much about architecture or interior designing, except for the fact that I keep talking about a lot of stuff and keep giving in a lot of inputs which may or may not make sense to my architect friends. But nevertheless, one thing that we all need to respect is any city, any country has its own heritage, its own traditions, and once the local architects start imbibing those elements into their designs, I think that's what really makes us unique. Instead of merely aping what's being done elsewhere in the West or elsewhere in the world, I think we have something wonderful in our own country, and we need to imbibe those wonderful elements into designing aspects and interior designing as well. In fact, recently in our IT department,